That is good banter.
Hello and howdy-ho. It is episode 30, the big 30.
30.
Dirty 30.
We've made it, mate.
30. 30. The number of
Oh,
Steph Curry,
Steph Curry.
we just actually coincidentally watched in a game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
That's it.
And he fucked up. He had the big shot at the end. But
Yeah, we are
never
doing
got
this.
the
And this,
shot away.
I think this podcast has taken on new ridiculous levels because we are sitting, it is, what's the time? 2:30, 3 o'clock?
2:53 of the PM.
2:53 on a Thursday afternoon. We're at Morty Alec Beach looking out at a dog just shitting on the sand. No, joking. But we are in your car, mate.
We're sitting in my wife's car.
Looking
at
very
the beach
dodgy.
like a bunch of
There's
sexual predators.
There's a girl just walking past now.
We're on the mics.
It's probably lucky that she's had her lips done. It's probably lucky that
Looks ridiculous.
the rain is sort of
Yeah. So I don't think it's too
blocking
weird
up the
because
windows
we're
a bit.
looking out over the ocean. It's quite nice.
And I've got to say, we're in your car, and I'm looking back into your back seat. And usually, obviously, in my car, I look back and I just, it's not very intimidating, but there are 3 car seats in there, obviously, for your kids.
Yeah,
It must
is.
be a fucking nightmare when they're in there.
Well, it is. So when Tam's driving or vice versa, and you think you're having a private little chat, you'll just say something, that guy's an idiot. And you'll just hear this, who's an idiot, Daddy? Who's an idiot? Who's an idiot? From the back seat, or you try and whisper. Why are you whispering? Why are you, just a
And I guess with
couple of
kids,
bloody
they
eavesdroppers
probably,
in the backyard, in the
they
back.
do have to know who the idiot is because they're probably going to go to school the next day. And, Dad said that his boss is an idiot.
Yeah, they're good at keeping secrets.
They're good at
That's for
keeping
sure.
secrets.
That is for sure.
Yeah,
So we are a week
Yep.
out because we've had to. We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that
We'll
later on. There's a
but,
reason why we're doing this a little bit early, and in a car like some sexual predators or sex pests in a beach. Have you ever been parking, like back in the day when maybe, you moved out pretty early from your out of home?
Moved. Yeah.
So you never had to go parking?
I haven't done a lot of parking. I had a Toyota Tarago growing up, which was ideal for parking.
It's great for parking.
But never really got into the parking
I
thing.
sort of did a little bit of parking early on into one of my serious relationships when I was maybe 20, 21.
Okay.
Because I was living at home, obviously, and my girlfriend at the time, she was living with her mum, but her brother was there as well. So there was...
Was he older?
He was older, so he got
Yeah.
the preferential treatment. So every now and then when old Evo was getting a bit kinky, we parked in like... mainly we were around the Moorabah, Croydon area, so a lot of it is sporting parks. Sporting ovals, just going to the car
Back her up
park.
to the local footy oval or netball field. Or...
When you're younger, like now, I would be shitting myself to go parking. I think you just worry, am I going to get murdered? Is someone
you can
gonna...
lock it. You'd put the locks on, wouldn't you? The kid lock. Yeah,
well,
or
that's
just
right.
the locks.
Yeah, you
or
probably
the
would.
kid lock would be so she couldn't get out.
Yeah,
But,
that's exactly right.
You shouldn't need to use those.
No.
So
I don't
anyway,
unlock
episode 30. Here we are. We've got plenty to talk about as per usual.
That's exactly right, mate.
So where do we want to start?
Would you want to start with because you sent me a message last week.
That was just yesterday.
No. It was last week. Remember when you were away? The message that didn't come through?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to go there?
Yeah, we'll go there. There.
Yeah. So last week, I've got a few gigs. Like when I'm not doing stand-up, when I'm not cladding, when I'm not part-time acting, when I'm not hanging around in beach car parks doing podcasts like a sex pest, I book a few comedians for gigs. I mean, you do that a little bit as well.
True.
Yeah, sometimes. So last week, the first text I sent was Dougie Chappell.
Yep.
Dougie Chappell got a gig coming up in Mornington, need an MC. I thought Dougie Chappell would be a great MC for that. Now, he's away in the mines over in WA. So I sent him the text message and nothing came back for a day or two. So I thought, all right, he's in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
He's off the grid.
He's in a mining camp. He's broken down.
Yep.
Ivan Milat or, someone's got him over there. He's fucked. He's dead. So I didn't think much of it, but I thought, I'll send a little Facebook message. And he gets back to me. He says, yep, no worries. I'm all in. I sent a text message back. It mustn't have come through. So I thought, that's his bad. That's his bad.
Yeah.
That's all on him. But then you rang me, I reckon, maybe last Thursday.
Yeah, because then the backstories we were talking in previous episodes about me shaving my pubes
Your
while I
pubes.
was away.
Yes.
And as a funny little joke, always joking.
Always thinking, I'm going to take me
I-
jumper off.
I
It is hot in here.
googled weird shaved penises on Google Images,
And that's obviously something. She's come back for more. This chick, she's checking us out. She's pumping it out, actually.
yeah, she's moving well, but her
Looking
lips look ridiculous.
Yeah, big lips.
Yeah, so I thought I'd Google images for weird looking shaved penises,
and that's something that
and
the
lots.
authorities.
If you've ever got a spare half an hour, do that because there are some great little
sitting on
shaved book
Sitting on a
on the
bluey
bluey sticker book.
Jesus Christ.
So anyway, some great images, and I
Lovely.
did a screenshot of one, cropped it in, sent it to you, saying all done. So yeah, just as a bit of a joke, and it was this tiny little raw penis, like it had just been, I guess, masturbated, and
With tweezers and some pepper.
and it was cleanly shown.
It was tiny.
I thought it was a good little joke.
See, when I saw it, I thought this guy
Did you see it?
is well. Remember, you rang me,
Yeah.
and I said, Tom, you're not shaving your pubes as you ring me, are you? And you said no, but did you get my message?
Yeah, because if you send a message like that off, you hope to get a response, whether it's just a ha-ha or, that's gross or whatever. You hope to get something back. But I sent that off. Bit of effort went in, had to crop it all and sort of get it looking good.
And I'm big on the reply usually.
Yeah,
usually you
you're
send
good.
it out. I'll be driving. I'll be doing 100 down the freeway, and I think, fuck it, I'm not pulling over. I'm going to text back.
Yeah, it's more
right
important
now.
than
It's more
road
important
safety.
than road safety and ramming up someone's ass or hitting someone. So usually I'm bang on it. I get a message and I get a bit of anxiety if I don't get back. I go because I want to keep everyone happy. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, bloody hell.
So you rang me.
So I rang you and said, did you not respond? Why didn't you respond? Are you, I thought either you're pissed off at me for some reason or you were, maybe I went a bit far with the picture of the dick and it was a bit gross. Because I don't know.
And if you listen,
I pushed the boundaries.
And if you listen to our podcast, I think a picture of a dick is the least we've got to worry about on this podcast.
And then I did get a little bit worried. I did check when you didn't get back to me. I checked, fuck, did I not send that to instead of Evan, maybe Eva or someone that I know an Eva, but maybe there was an Eva in my or Ivan or someone else or
yes.
But I didn't. It was definitely to you. So yeah, why didn't you respond to my really clever picture of the shaven small
button mushroom dick?
Dick.
Yeah. So and while we were on the phone, I said I will send it again. And you sent it again and still nothing. So I'm starting to go, well, this isn't good because I had a few gigs I was sort of teeing up for people.
Yep.
And, these weren't your run-of-the-mill open micers. Can you come do 5 minutes at a shithole pub basement in the middle of St Kilda or something like that? This is, we had some bit, and, I'm going to pump the trumpet here, blow it.
Yeah, no.
We had, I think I was waiting on Dave O'Neill.
Whoa.
I'd hit up Thorno, Dave Thorne, good mate of
Hey!
yours. Bless you, Tom.
Jesus.
Bless you. Are you if someone sneezes, are you the guy who says bless you, or do you go, fuck, I don't give a shit?
No, so I want to say bless you, but fuck, is there a high pollen count in this car or something? I'm fucking dying here.
Well, it could have something to do with fucking
maybe the 8,000
junk
crushed biscuits and food and shit that's jammed between those seats.
Yeah, there's something not right back there.
Anyway,
so
Dave O'Neill, Dave Thornton.
And the heavy hitter himself, old Clang, Dave Hughes.
Whoa.
So I'm thinking, oh, fuck, this is bad, because I'd sent him out, can you do this gig, can you do that gig?
Yep.
And I'm thinking, oh, no. And then you told me, what do you do if you've got, because I'd never heard of this, I know your phone fills up, I know that,
That's
but
common sense.
I didn't think it affected your text messages.
Well, it has to. Well, and the only reason I said this is because I remember many, many years ago, back in my single days, my sister set me up with a friend of hers.
Yes.
A work friend, and
Any
we
good?
went out. The date was.
Was it an
okay.
awkward setup?
Nah, it was a little bit awkward, and she said, "Oh, you should."
Because she was already seeing
perfect,
someone.
and so was I. So it was.
This is the worst setup ever.
But my sister wants it, so
Yeah,
we'll go.
yeah.
No, we're both single, and we had a nice day together, and anyway, about I reckon it was about 2 weeks later, and after that, we said, all right, thanks for a
didn't
nice
work.
day. We never said that. Nothing was ever said.
Yeah.
And then about 2 weeks later, I caught up with my sister, and she was pissed off at me, and she goes, "You could have. Why didn't you ring her?" And I said,
Oh, no.
Why didn't you
boy.
at least text her back? And I said,
What?
I didn't get a text message from her.
Yeah.
And she said she really liked you and texted you
Oh,
straight
no.
away. And I was like,
no.
serious? I said,
So she's a bit of a
never got it.
clinger anyway.
I said, I never got
She's
it.
a bit of a clinger. Maybe it's a good
alarm
thing
bells
it
are
didn't come
ringing.
through.
And,
Settle down.
And anyway, so
I'm in the taxi going home.
So
my wife.
and my sister said, "Oh my God, does this actually happen? Do the boys actually not get text messages?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know." And then she goes, "Let me check your messages." And she went in, and this was back in the days of the big fucking Nokia that looked like a car battery.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And anyway, so she's gone in, and I just never, ever deleted a text message. And she goes, "You got to delete your text messages."
Oh, I
and
never
she
knew
went
that.
through and deleted them all, and the phone went. And I had about 20 messages that were lost, all backed up, and I was like, "Oh, Jesus."
Was it that chick just going,
They're
talk
all
to me,
from
Tom?
her.
Talk to me.
Talk to me. And
Where are you?
I'm out the front.
I'm out the front of your house.
Yeah, I'm watching you through the window.
Yeah.
No. So anyway, I thought, oh God. So I sent her a text message saying sorry, and it never worked out, which is good because all things have worked out.
Exactly.
Now,
Three kids.
But that made me. That's always stuck in my head, and obviously phones are different now. But
Yeah.
But anyway, back to you. So that's
So
why I said,
I'm shitting
"Mate,
myself.
check your fucking text message."
That's exactly right. I had another one from Chris Wainhouse, who I tried to book him for a gig, and I thought, fuck, he hasn't got back to me either. So I'm like, oh, fuck. So I rang him.
So you just think everyone's.
I think everyone's like, do you want the
avoiding it.
fucking gig or not? Do I smell? Is that photo of my little penis after I shaved it getting around? What's going on? So I ring Wainhouse. I said, "Oh man, I'm just following up. Did you get my message?" He said, "Yeah, I got my message. I got the message back." I said, "Yeah, sweet, I can do it." I'm like, "Oh fuck, this is bad. I've got to check up about 3 different messages." And the old ring after you've sent the message seems like, is this guy fucking fucked in the head?
Very unprofessional, very
needy.
Just think, look, I do want the gig, but is it worth it to work for this fucking psychopath?
Psychopath who, man, I said I was going to do the gig. You don't want to be that guy who, especially with the names, you know, they
don't need that shit.
They don't need that shit. Especially they're busy people, you know.
Yeah.
So I ring Thorno. He's on the way back from a gig down Mornington Way.
Yep.
And he goes, "Yeah, Evo, yeah, mate. I sent a message saying I'm sweet to do that gig." I'm like, fuck, this is bad. He was great about it. He's
great to your
very
face.
good. Great to my face. He would have looked at the phone
shit show
and
this
gone,
cocksucker's running.
Evan Cockhead Hocking. That's what he's probably got me as.
Yeah.
And
so were those messages, did you ever get them, or are they gone?
I never got your ones back. Never got the little fucking dick.
My little raw dicks floating around in
because the other problem
somewhere.
you sent it to me, and I've gone, no, you sent that as an email. You fucking emailed
it
to
I email
me.
it?
Yeah, you emailed it to me.
As well?
Yeah.
As well?
Yeah. No, but that was when you were meant to send it as a message.
Yeah,
but
all over the shop.
But so yeah, Thorno's good. I think Hughesy's good. I ended up ringing Hughesy, and, you know, trying to get onto Hughesy, that's like trying to ring the Pope fucking direct. It's fucking hard work. So when he picks up, you're like, whoo.
Yeah, you have your ducks in a row.
And you get a bit nervous. Well, I don't actually now. I'm all right. Like, because I've started to have this ploy with gigs and just life in general where you can only do what you can do. Like, if I ring, like...
If he doesn't want it, he doesn't want it. All they can do is say no.
Doesn't want the gig, he doesn't want the gig. But I think everything's back. I've got another name drop, Peter Hallier. I've booked him for a few gigs. So, woohoo! And, so I think all the messages are coming in. But funny story, I found out a few years ago that Thorno, the great man, he's married, and he's got a couple of kids to a girl I was in love with at school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
did you tell him that?
How it all? Yeah, I said, mate, I won't say her name, respect the privacy, but I said, mate, she was someone who I just was in love with at high school, and yeah.
How did you find this out? Not by scrolling through his photos or anything, did you?
No, I never really do that. I'm not much of a Facebook stalker. Coming from a guy who's sitting in sitting at the beach, just doing a podcast. I saw him at it was a comedy festival, like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
And I saw her. Hey, what's going on? How are you? And she was there going to watch. I think it was very early on in the piece.
Yep.
And her mum was there. They went to Thorno's show, and I'm there. And I think I was flying for my show that had no ticket sales. I was in a 20-seater.
So she's thinking, I made the right choice.
Probably not doing the deb and hooking up with this guy was a good thing because.
So you did your deb with her?
No. This is the story, right? So there was always this thing, like I sort of liked her. I think but we were both probably too shy.
Yeah, and she was too shy.
So I was sort of hanging out. I thought I want to do the deb with her, but she said, I'm not doing the deb. And then this sounds bad. It sounds bad on my behalf. A girl came up to me in year 11 and said,
because Deb's year 10, isn't it?
Year 11 at our school. Okay. Yep. So she comes up and says, are you doing the deb? I said, I wasn't planning on doing the dab. I think I was, playing hard to get, which I don't know why you do that when you got fucking buffy red hair and you look like a fucking idiot. But
you're in a position to be.
She said, what if someone asked you? And I said, okay, maybe she asking for so and so. Do you want to do the dab? And I said, okay, who's asking? She said, I'm asking this other girl. I said, no, I'm not doing the dab. Which I feel so bad. I'm such a loser, and
sure she's bounced back from that.
She's bounced back, mate. No, she's killing it. So yeah, just a fun little fact there, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was.
Or was it fun?
Fact.
Not really.
Just a fact.
Just a fact.
So, that's good. That's good.
So the phone's back on. So if anyone wants to text me, my number's 04. No, I won't do it. Where are you at, Tommy? What's going on in your world, mate?
Something interesting happened to me yesterday.
Okay.
The car serviced.
Bullshit.
Mazda
Bullshit.
3.
That is interesting.
And, so I got the car serviced. So down there getting it serviced, and as you always do, they say, we've got a complimentary car. But whenever it's your
they don't
turn,
always do that.
We're all
mate.
out of complimentary cars. So I think they've got about one complimentary car, and that's what gives them the right to say they have a complimentary car. But no one ever gets that car. So anyway, so I'm out the front, called an Uber. Got about a $23 Uber ride to get to work. So it's 8:30 a.m. Drop the car off, catch an Uber to work for the day until about 4. Catch an Uber back. Happy days. I've done it a million times before.
A million.
Car
must be a piece of shit. How long you had it for?
I service
a lot of service.
10Ks, which is costing me a fortune, but it runs like a fucking
dream.
So anyway, I've called the Uber. It said it's a minute away. All right, a minute away. Oh, here it is. Uber comes up, jump in the back. And, there's not much fucking communication these days, especially with the masks on. I reckon that, oh, God, what's that?
Oh.
Okay. Oh, I don't want to say that.
That was maybe you don't want to get those
messages about. I won't even go there.
Maybe someone who rides a motorcycle.
Yeah,
and not a fucking Honda.
No, a Harley Davidson. Anyway, so I've jumped in the Uber. He's not real communicative sort of bloke.
Nah.
I'm not really in the mood. It's the morning. I've got a bit of work to do.
Peak.
So I've cracked open my laptop. So
cracked it open.
Cracked open the laptop and set my diary because I had to get back to a couple of people with emails. So I thought, fuck, I might as well do that now. I've got about a
send that
15
little dick
minute.
pic.
Yeah, got to try and find out where that dick pics ended up. So I'm sitting away, tapping away on the computer. Got the little diary next to me, writing down a couple of things, sending a couple of emails.
Nice.
And then I was thinking, this is taking a fair while to get to work. And I've looked up and I'm like,
where are you?
Where the fuck am I? And because it's a fairly straight way. You go straight down the pen, you chuck a left, and you're basically at my work. It's a fair distance, but it's only the one turn.
Are you a chuck or a hang? Do you hang a right? Do you chuck a left? How's it work?
I chuck a left and hang a right.
Okay.
And
simple.
Anyway, so I look up and I go, where the fuck am I? And then straight away I get this phone call from an unknown number. And I go, hello? And the guy goes, is this Tom Siegert? I said, yeah. And he said, you're in the wrong Uber. And I said, what? And he said, mate, I'm your Uber driver. You've jumped in the wrong car.
And you're not in here.
And I said, fuck. I said, where are you? And he said, well, I'm back at the bloody, I'm back where I'm meant to pick you up.
Well, that's how it usually
works.
works.
And I was like, oh, God. He said, I've been driving around looking for you. And I was like, oh, man. And so I've sort of gone, not completely wrong, I'd say not completely the wrong direction, but definitely the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So I'm in sort of the Moorabbin area where...
Yeah, you don't want to be there.
You don't want to be there. And I said to the bloke, I said to the driver, I said, mate, you're not going to like this. I'm not your ride.
Customer.
I'm not your customer. And he goes, what? And he said, is your name... He goes, is your name... He said something like, is your name Clint? And I said, nah, mate, it's Tom Siegert. And he just pulled over and goes, get out. I said, what? And he goes, get out. And I was like, fucking hell. And he goes, and lucky it wasn't raining. I said, all right, mate, you're being a dick. But
shut me laptop.
So I shut me laptop, put me diary back in the little laptop bag, got out, said, thanks, buddy. And
how many stars
and
did
he
you give
drove off. No stars for him.
No, fuck him.
But I don't know whether I was giving him a star or the fucking other bloke a star, or it was a bit confusing.
It is a bit confusing.
I would have been giving the other bloke a star. So anyway, so I'm still on the phone to the other bloke.
Well, he's 5 stars. He's ringing up after you.
He said, what do you want to do? I said, what do I do? And he said, mate, you've got to cancel this and book me again. He said, I'll be ready to go. I'll come and get you. And I said, all right. So I've cancelled it. $10 cancellation fee.
Oh, yeah, they get you.
Oh, but now that I think of it, because I was thinking $10 cancellation fee plus the pickup, but I've already gained a bit of free territory. The other bloke drove me halfway there for free, although it was in the wrong direction.
Would he have...
No,
the other guy's credit card being charged for that? Is Clint there going, I didn't even go to Moorabbin?
Yeah, I know what's happening to Clint. But,
is Clint even a person?
But anyway, long story short, the guys come and got me. Pretty hectic start to the day. I get to work and I'm like, it's just bloody 10 to 9, and I'm like, Jesus, this is going to be a wild day today.
You're just going, I wish they had that fucking complimentary car.
Yeah, that would have made. But so that's that's an interesting little tidbit that happened, and something I'll tell you another really quick one.
Do it. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Oh yeah, this is fucking something else. So my wife, I think I might have mentioned this before. She gave me some earpods for my birthday.
Yeah.
And I can't even. I can't have good things. I just lose them or break them. Simple as that. And
that's why you're wearing that beanie.
And these earpods.
It's a shit beanie, mate. Like, there's no YouTube. I'll take a photo of it, put it on the Instagram.
So earpods, they're designed to lose. They're small. They've designed that fucking case.
That's why that guy lost his penis.
Could that case? Who lost his penis?
Oh, you said they're designed to be lost. They're small.
The guy. Yeah, that's
a shit callback.
That's all right. But so anyway, so they're just and they're really slippery, and they fucking slippery in your pocket. You've always got to check whether they're there. Anyway, so finally, I was going up to Queensland, as you know from previous episodes, the other week, and I thought I'm going to take them.
Could they put them on remember how skaters used to have the chains? Could you put earpods with a chain, like instead of a chain?
I think then we're just going back to
chain earpods.
I think then we're just going back to bloody earphones.
Earphones, yeah, headphones.
Yeah, headphones. So anyway, so I said, look, these things are expensive. They're a gift. I can't just have them sitting beside me bed all the time. I've got to grow some balls and use these things. So I've taken them up. I'm on the plane. I'm listening to them. Everything's going well. All of a sudden, I thought I'd put the little case. I'll put it in the front pocket.
Oh, because that's not fraught with danger.
Yeah, so I don't lose it. Anyway, so I've popped it in the front pocket of the seat in front of me on the plane. This fucking thing hasn't got a bottom to it, this pocket.
Oh,
so
it's just fallen out.
It's gone through, hit my foot, and just disappeared down the airplane.
roll down to the point end. The pilot's up the front going, fucking, what's he listening to?
So I've gone, how did this happen? First time I've used them, and I've bloody lost the bloody things. I've still got the pods in my ears, but I've lost the cover. And anyway, so I take my seatbelt off.
It couldn't have gone too far unless you're nose diving into a fucking mountain.
One would think. And anyway, so I've started going forward, because I swear they went forward. And I've got down on my knees and started to
Is there anyone next to you?
To crawl my way. I was on the outside. There was someone on the window seat.
Yep.
Anyway, so I've got down on my knees and I've started getting down low. And the guy, a couple of seats behind me, goes, "Hey, mate." I go, "Yep." And he goes, "Are you looking for your earpod case?"
I said, "Nah, mate. I'm looking for a fucking sandwich I left here 2 years ago.
Way out of here, mate.
Yeah.
You know where the exit is. So anyway, so I've gone, yeah, and he goes, well, it's back here. And I was like, fuck, that's weird. And it was just perched up nicely, like sitting perfectly. Like in the complete opposite direction I thought it was headed. And I thought, well, that's fucking weird. So anyway, I've gone back and picked up that earpod case and I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to just save these for work. I'm going to keep them on my desk. I'm clearly not mature enough to own a pair of earpods. This is fucked. So I put the little earpods back in the little container, put them in my laptop bag and thought, fuck it, I'll just go to sleep. And so, this is all owning earpods is all too much.
It's all too much.
So
it's just like
anyway. So I've gone back so I've arrived at the hotel, and I've thought, okay, I'm going to listen to a bit of music while I go to bed.
So I thought, fucking,
I'll go to bed.
I'm
going to listen to a few tunes while I go to bed. Anyway, so I've gone to grab the earpod case out of my laptop bag.
Where is it?
And I've opened it up. I found it. Opened it up. Fucking earpods are gone. There's no earpods in the earpod case.
You're fucking hopeless.
And I was like, okay. And I actually started to doubt my sanity. I was like, have I lost me fucking marbles here? Like,
no, you've lost your earpods.
Where's my earpods?
Maybe you're lucky you don't have marbles.
Make sense. And I'm thinking, how am I going to... Because Tam always says to me, my wife, she said, I just lose everything. I fucking lose everything.
I've gathered that from this
and I'm
podcast.
I lose shit. I break shit. I get it. She gets me a new jumper.
You go the wrong way in an Uber.
It's a bloody nightmare. And anyway, and I'm starting thinking, I reckon she's right. I reckon I'm an idiot. She might be onto something. And then I've noticed in the corner of the laptop bag another fucking earpod case. And I was like, what's that? And I've reached in and I've pulled out an earpod case and I've opened it and there are my earpods. So all I can think of that has happened is I've rewind back to when I put my earpod case in that front little pocket thing. It's fallen down. It's gone into my laptop bag.
Oh, what are the odds?
I've gone looking for it. Some bloke's gone, hey, mate, it's back here. And I've just knocked off some poor fucker's...
some other bloke was crawling around on the floor.
Some other blokes dropped their earpod case. That's all I can think of.
Well, that's amazing, Tom.
It's unbelievable.
That's uncanny. So you've got 2 sets of earpods or just 2 cases, 2 earpods?
Yeah, unfortunately, the guy
earpods.
Must have had the earpods in his ears.
Okay, yeah. Like he's a dickhead like you. He's dropped them. He's put them in the thing. They've fallen down. He's looking forward. They've gone back. Yeah. Some bloke's found them. Well, that's there we go. I don't know what to
winners.
make of that story apart from you're a fucking idiot.
I wonder if I could take that case in and say I've lost my earpods. Can I get not free but discounted pods?
You could probably get discounted pods because they're.
The pods are
I don't know.
Expensive,
Big D, can we check out if we
but earpods, fucking nightmare. So I'm just going to take them to work and just use them at work.
Yeah, that's fair enough. mate. So,
and is it that bad having a little wire connected to you?
Well, I think
is their life being that fucked up with a little bit of wire?
I've got the wire.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I must admit, when they do get a bit tangled, you get a bit shitty. But in the end, if it's easier, I reckon, if I had the earbuds as well, or the earpods, or the AirPods, or the bloody pods, whatever they're called, I'd lose them as well because I am. Even if I'd feel in my pocket. I'd be like, where the fuck are they?
Passport.
What's going on?
It's not traveling with a passport. You're always tapping.
God, where's my passport?
Nightmare.
Yeah, what's going? Yes.
But anyway, so I think
that's good. But I've got another ripper for you, mate, because last Saturday, and first before I go into that, when this comes out, I will be 4 days away from going on my bucks, Tommy.
Oh,
baby! Shit. Have you got any advice for me? Because I'm scared. I'm a little bit worried.
Just fucking go.
Just fucking
There's
go
nothing
with
you
it.
can do.
I'm 39. If I shit my pants, if I vomit, but
or maybe if I've got any advice, and maybe I went down this path unintentionally without that plan. But if you just go and nuts yourself, they're not going to do shit to you. Like
so I just rock up with me cock out,
and you're like,
start swinging from the fan,
and you start drinking fast, and everyone else are going, and they'll just go, I don't think we're going to do anything, this bloke. He seems
to want to fuck himself up.
Yeah,
some people do that, don't they?
Yeah, I'm 39. Really messed up at mine.
Yeah, okay. What'd you do for yours?
I just went around to a mate's place, and they really trashed that joint. And
okay.
Yeah, it was. He was just renting. No, it was a bit of a dog's breakfast. A long story.
All right.
I believe word got out around, because I think there were about 50 or so mates there. Word had got around that they were knocking the place down.
Oh,
And,
it's like a demo party.
Yeah, but it wasn't. And they few guys.
Yeah, well, no, they've just built it, mate. Why are they going to fucking knock
but
it
it was
down?
an old piece of shit. But I remember the guys, and they it was a real typical that they got a dwarf, and
well, that's
they dressed the dwarf up like me, but he wouldn't. And the idea was that they'd handcuff him, but he wouldn't do the handcuffs.
No, well, I think when you're a bit, but when you're a bit smaller than everyone, you're a bit like, I don't think going in handcuffs is a good idea. But
and, hats off to the dwarf though. He sensed that things were getting a bit wild, and we were chatting to him earlier.
Give me the money.
He said, "I know." He goes, "Guys, I know when people start talking and looking at me that they're planning to chuck me.
They're going to light me on fire like the St Kilda Footy Club or something like that."
He bailed pretty early.
Isn't it funny when you get that? It's like when there's a fight going to happen or something. You can sort of smell it. You can sense it when people start talking out of the side of their mouth and start looking over. You go, "Oh yeah, this isn't good. This isn't good. I'm out of here."
I guess as a dwarf, you'd want those senses.
Oh well,
you really want those senses.
And it could be hard because you're sort of looking up. Sometimes your view might be obscured. Yeah, sometimes you can't see everyone's eyes.
It's not like you've ever had anything different.
You're right. But so anyway, a few weeks ago, I get a call from my dad, my old man. He goes, mate, listen, about your bucks, you just got to be careful. If you're thinking about booking an Airbnb down the peninsula, you just, there's going to be neighbours around. It's going to be noisy. You're going to get complaints. I said, whoa, hey, whoa, Cliffy, Dad, mate. I don't know how many bucks you've been to, but I don't know what's happening. This was a surprise. I know exactly what we're doing now. I said, mate, chat to Heatho. Chat to me, brother. Don't tell me. So I've rung Heath. I've rung Heatho and the boys. I said, and they've got a bit of a group chat going, saying that old Cliffy, Graham Hocking's basically blown the surprise. I knew we were probably going to go away somewhere for the weekend, but it's just, it's rock solid now. I know what's going on.
At least if it's a weekend, it might not be as intense as one night.
Well, I'm 39. My mates are 39.
I don't think that matters.
I think it depends on where they're at. Like, we're doing it on the long weekend. So a few of the boys go, that's perfect, an extra day to recover. But I've also got some nutcase mates coming from Geelong who every time we catch up is like, if I was drinking mid-strength, pussy and shit like that. So we'll see what happens there. So that's all right.
Watch this space.
Yeah. Have you got any little one? Because I got, what else do I have to do? We're going all right. How are you going? Do you have to get to...
Remember my wife, she listens to regular listen to podcasts, and I asked her for feedback. And one of her advice was...
Stop looking at the clock.
Stop looking at the clock.
Let's just go with it.
Stop mentioning the clock. But
because I've got one, and this is the reason why we're doing this now.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Okay, do you want to go with that?
Yeah, go with that.
Right.
Then we'll call it.
And firstly, I want to say a big shout out to Gussie McLeod, who is a loyal listener and avid gets on the Instagram. He's up from Wodonga.
Oh,
Gussie. I met him when this comes out a few weekends ago at the Wangaratta Rovers Footy Club. And he was knocking down. Rovers. He was knocking down Great Northern Super Crisps like they were going out. I thought, fuck, are these things going out of fashion? He was slamming them.
Yeah, I don't mind the old crisps. I want those. The old Jack Crisps.
The old mids. Yeah.
Jack Crisps.
Super Crisps.
Super Crisps. Okay.
Great Northerns. But, so he said, I'm going to drop the car off. He was in Wodonga. He was going to drop it somewhere, come back to the gig. But I never saw him back at the gig. So, obviously, he's got back home and said, fuck that.
Yeah.
But he's a loyal listener. So, thanks, Gussie. It was great to meet you, mate. And anyway, let's get into it. Let's finish off because last Saturday... You'd seen my hair. My hair had been going a little crazy.
Yeah, it's getting a bit long.
Yeah, it was getting a bit long. Getting a bit long. So I thought, I saw a photo of myself. It was my my nephew's birthday.
Yep.
I do this little photo every year where I'm picking him up like a football. I've had one when he was born, one on his first, one on his second, now one on his third birthday. He's getting a bit big. So... But I looked at that photo, my hair, it looked like if you didn't know any of us, you go, some homeless dude has picked up that kid and he's stealing him.
Yeah.
So I thought, I've got to do something about this. I've got to start, it's under 3 months to my wedding. I thought I've got to start styling this thing. Kristen wants me to look like Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
I said, I don't think we've got enough money or time to get my face in shape. She said, no, I just want your hair to look like Matthew McConaughey.
When he sort of slicks it back.
When he slicks it back, he's sort of got a bit of length in it. It looks pretty cool.
His is blonde and yours is red.
That's exactly
which is
right.
a little bit of an issue.
I said to the hairdresser last time I got it cut in January, I said, how could I make my hair look like Matthew McConaughey? She said, well, you don't have Matthew McConaughey's hair. Your hair's too thick. You can't do it.
What a fucking
I
stick
said,
in the mud shoes.
Fuck you. You're not going to charge me for this haircut, are you? So I went to the barber. He trimmed it up. I said, take an inch, couple of inches off, take off the split ends. It's all dry and whatever. Hair's been cut, trimmed. I go back to Chris and he said, what's going on with your hair? I said, well, I just went to the barber. This isn't the proper cut for the wedding. All right, we're going to style that. Try to style it like Matthew McConaughey. It's never going to work, but I'll just try and keep you happy.
Have a shot.
We'll give it a crack. So anyway, a few days later, 4 days later, I'm at work. I'm on the job site.
Yep.
I get an email from my acting agent.
You got an acting agent?
I've got an acting agent, mate.
Jesus.
Which is, she's got a fucking lot of work ahead of her because I cannot fucking act. You might have seen me in the Underbelly movie, but she said, because usually when you get one, you've got to go for an audition. Yeah. And I fucking hate auditions. I've been to auditions where I've had to eat toast and they've said, I bite into the toast and they're like, that didn't look natural. So I'm like, I've been eating toast like a fuckhead for 37 years. But this one was no audition. She said, there's 7 days acting work in this role for you. You don't have any lines, but you got to be directed. So you got to be. you're going to have a director saying, "Hey, cockhead,
paid gig,
and it pays better than the labouring I'm doing." So I'm getting. It says like $467 a day.
So that goes to show how much these things must cost to put on. If some bloke that's not fucking talking,
I'm not even talking,
is on $500 a day.
$467. But then you got to take out tax, super.
Yeah, but that's coming out of their pocket.
Agent fees.
Yeah. So
no, that comes out of mine.
No, but the $467 is what's coming out of their pocket. So that's
yes, that is correct.
So that's, imagine how many of you.
Yes.
And I'm assuming there's bigger roles than the guy.
Oh, there's bigger roles than this guy.
Yeah, so they're probably getting paid more than $467. So that must cost a fortune to put one of these. Is it an American film?
No, it's down to earth. It's all Aussie. So all right, I'm thinking, okay, this is great. But then she said, the people looking at me, because they look at my photo and say, we want this guy. We want the weird looking guy with the red hair. We hope he's still got long hair. Out of all the times...
Oh, so you've just cut the hair.
I've cut like a few inches off my hair. I'm looking at it, and I'm on the job site. I'm holding these guys on the side. I had this rope. There's guys on this man cage on the side of the building. I'm thinking, I'm trying to look at my thing. I'm trying to hold these guys, and I really want to get this gig. So she said, send a selfie of how he looks right now. So at lunchtime, I've gone out there. I'm trying to stretch my hair. I'm looking for a hairdresser to try and maybe buy a wig. I even think about flying up to Noosa and grab your pubes and see if I can stick that down on my hair. The old Sasquatch on the floor. Is there any way I can make my hair longer? So I think, I pulled out a hair straightener. I go, can I make this work? So I took a photo and I smished it, and my hair is sort of just below my ears. I sent a selfie and I said, I cut it on the weekend. Would you fucking believe it? And she said, all right, I'll send it off to the director.
Yep.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, all right.
Oh, fingers crossed. And she gets back about 2 hours later. I'm thinking, fuck, when you just really, even though I'm not doing much, I really want this. I really want it. So later on that day, I get the call.
If you're sending that picture, somehow something happened and you sent her the picture of my little dick that your phone was that fucked up that's the sort of
that would be hilarious. That would be.
Anyway, back
to the old little dick. And so she sends back she checks with the director, and the director says, yes, We can make it work.
Oh.
I want this guy. So I'm like, bang. I'm in there. I
7
am
days
gonna
acting.
7 days acting, $467 a day, minus tax, minus super, minus agents fees, minus little dick fee, minus redhead fee. I am on $20 a day, baby. But so look for me. Are you allowed to mention what you're going to be on this?
I don't give a shit.
I don't know because I had to sign a contract.
I would say
had to
not.
Okay, well let's just
to be
say
safe.
let's just
Just to be
say
safe.
it's the opposite. No, I won't say it. But
Well, I don't even know. You haven't even told me.
no, I haven't told you.
No. So,
but
that's
I'll
going to be
keep
cool.
you
I'm
posted
sure
on that.
that'll be revealed in good time.
Oh yeah.
That's exciting
So
stuff,
there we
Evan.
go.
Well
I
done.
am fired up, mate.
Well done.
I'm just going to be getting directed.
And no lines. Fuck
No,
yeah.
it's great.
Lines are horrible things.
Because I nailed the underbelly one, but you're no good with lines. You can't remember fucking
Anything.
your kids'
I
names.
can't remember anything.
No, no.
So
But,
that's
that's
mate, that's
us,
episode
mate.
30. In the bag. Well done.
Yeah,
That's,
thanks, mate.
I'm sitting here. Nice view. This could become our regular. This
Oh,
is
it's
good, I
cleared
reckon.
right up. Well, this probably will because I'm going to move down to Mornington, so this isn't far for me. So I reckon by the time when this comes out, I'll probably be in Mornington. Did you ever think about that?
I certainly wasn't thinking about that.
Not
But that's
at all.
certainly exciting times. Maybe we could just meet in the car park and do it in a car park.
I reckon it feels good.
Feels good.
I feel good.
Yeah.
Get on the YouTube though. A few people have been subscribe to the YouTube.
Subscribing, huh?
Yeah, they are. You got 20 subscribers, mate. That's
Jeez,
oh, here we go.
crazy.
You can another chick. So if we haven't got back to your emails, this is why. Or no, we might have got back to the emails.
Yeah, she's got the
'Cause what
big
the-
lips too.
They've all got lips
They
done.
look
Would you get your lips
ridiculous.
done?
Would I get my lips done?
No, that'd look ridiculous with your no chin.
Yeah, no, it'd be no good. But
I don't know.
the big lips, it's very rare they look good.
Yeah, well,
do
that's-
not get them. Ladies, it doesn't look any good.
Don't get the big lip unless you got no lips. You got to get some lips.
Yeah, maybe if you've got
Yeah,
no lips.
yeah. But the Botox, and then people get Botox and say, "Oh, they don't want to know about." People get stuff done, but they don't want people to know they've
Everyone
done it.
knows.
Why would you
You're
do it?
fooling no one.
That's it. Like even the boobs, you get the big boobs. You go, she had nothing yesterday,
Yeah.
and now they're bloody hitting her nose.
Anyway, episode 30.
30.
Thanks for listening.
Get on the Instagram, the Good Banter Instagram. Tell your mates about the podcast. It's building, it's growing. We're learning. We're becoming really good mates. I feel like we're becoming mates with the listeners. They're hitting us up on the Instagram. If you do an Instagram story, if you're looking at listening to the podcast, let us know how it's going. Post it, tag us on your Instagram story.
Send us an email.
reallygoodbanter@gmail.com. And all right, so this week I'm off on the Bucks, and I'll let you know how the acting goes next week. And I reckon that's it, Tommy
That
boy.
is it. I started the car. We're heading back.
Good banter. Wow.
Oh, good banter.
That's a good thing.